I barely glanced at that fairy tale book before I found the key clue that would crack the international case. But when I returned home that night, I found someone quietly sitting in my living room. I quickly reached for the light switch and recognized him. It was my elusive friend, Mozzie, the one who always seemed to appear at just the right moment to fix any problem. I immediately showed him the electronic ankle bracelet on my foot, and he frowned, explaining that this latest model couldn't be removed without triggering an alarm. When I asked about my girlfriend, Kate's whereabouts, Mozzie could only express regret, saying she had practically vanished without a trace. However, he promised to help me find her. After chatting for a while, I suddenly remembered the bonds. Mozzie examined the special craftsmanship and told me he would have more information by the next day. The next morning, Burke received a call. My ankle bracelet's location had strayed from its designated range. Burke immediately became suspicious and was about to set out to catch me. But just as he was about to leave, he found me chatting with his wife.
Burke, you still there?
Caffrey is with me.
Sure.
Yeah.
He was about to yell at me, but I quickly explained I had some good news to share. I knew who was forging the bonds. There was a cheat printed on the bonds, and forgeries rarely directly put names on them, but many master forgers have a habit of leaving a subtle mark, usually a small abbreviation somewhere hidden in the artwork. The cheat could very well be the signature of the famous restoration, Master Curtis Hagen. To confirm my suspicion, we went to a church that Curtis had restored. Sure enough, within the intricate patterns of the fresco, we found a cleverly hidden shaded marking. We were on the verge of solving the case, but Burke's assistant discovered that Curtis Hagen had already booked a flight to Spain, and he was leaving in just 1 week. If we couldn't catch him, I would have to return to prison to serve out the remaining 4 years of my sentence. Just when time was running out, Mozzie came through with good news. He had tracked down the exact location of Hagen's printing factory. Burke and I immediately headed to the factory. It was heavily guarded, with bodyguards stationed at the front and back, and the hum of printing machines was clearly audible from inside. This was most likely Hagen's lair. I told Burke we needed to arrest him right away, but he refused. Back at the office, I immediately confronted him, demanding to know why he wasn't taking action. He threw a thick book of search regulations at me and said without direct evidence, we had no legal right to break in. But that wasn't a problem for me. In just one night, I memorized the entire regulation book. Looking down at my ankle bracelet, an idea began to form. Burke was woken up in the middle of the night by a call from the police. My ankle bracelet had gone beyond the allowed range again.
Damn.
What's going on?
He ran.
Meanwhile, I was driving to the factory, pretending to be a tourist, snapping pictures. As soon as the bodyguards saw me, they surrounded me, confiscated my camera, and took me straight into the factory. As I stepped inside, I couldn't help but feel a sense of triumph. Piles of snow-white fairy tale books were stacked up around me, and the printing machines were running at full speed. The bodyguards locked me in an office, but while they weren't paying attention, I quickly locked the door from the inside and pulled out the key. The office's glass was bulletproof, so there was no way they could break in. They were forced to search for a spare key. I sat back calmly showing them my ankle bracelet. Soon enough, the sound of blaring police sirens echoed from outside. Armed police rushed in, and within moments, everyone in the factory was under control. Burke let out a sigh of relief.
This is what the law calls an exigent circumstance. Any of you Harvard grads know what that is? No hands? Diana?
Exigent circumstance allows us to pursue a suspect onto private property without obtaining a warrant.
And to seize any and all evidence that has been discovered in plain view.
The forged bonds were in plain sight, solidifying their guilt. I didn't waste any time either. Inside the office safe, I found the original bond that had been swapped at the archives. The evidence chain was now complete, and the international case was officially solved.
You know, this makes me 3-0.
Maybe I'm not trying hard enough.
As promised, Burke awarded me the FBI consultant license. And just like that, I went from a convicted criminal to a government employee.